The story I'm about to tell you is not a fairy tale, even if it talks of werewolves, the devil, and much worse still. It happened to me and my two brothers in that forsaken month of December 1858, near the village of Wolsvale in Lower Canada.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass.
Hello and welcome to my new Let's Play. I had that loading screen at the front because that is one of the most catchy things for a loading screen ever. Now, this is obviously coming after Psychonauts, and I'm like, you know what, let's play something different. And after thinking for about a week, which is why I wasn't there. Originally I wanted to do one game, but I was really hesitant on it because it's one of those information about that comes later. It was one of those games that it's really gets hard and annoying at times, and I wasn't really sure if I would be able to keep that up. So I was kind of fighting with myself until I said, alright, let's just go to this. Now before we continue, options to... Let's put everything in the way of sound to medium. So that way it's not too loud. Now I noticed a couple things. For example, A, the change profile thing is grayed out for some reason. And second, it's... When I bought this during when it's open beta, I hope that plane doesn't come in. I have my window open because it's nice outside and I need fresh air in here. For some reason, when it was in the original beta, when you tried to type in a profile, it just stuck the first key you made. So I said, alright, I'll just stick with it. For some reason, the change profile button is grayed out. If we click on new game, it'll still use this profile. Now if we click on load day, it'll show you. I only played about halfway through this, but it's a very, very awesome game. Basically, think of a tower defense and then combine it with action aspects. And then just mix it up with being as hard as possible. Because although it doesn't send dozens upon dozens of enemies at you, it'll send like 10, but you only have a limited amount of traps and yourself, and those traps only go off once, so you have to plan accordingly. I will say though that the weak part of this game is the voice acting. I get the feeling that they didn't actually get professional people who knew how to voice act properly, and instead they just got some friends and family, because they sound kind of dull and boring. But this game is awesome by itself without having to worry about the story all that much. So let's go in with a new game. Now there's the two brothers, the O'Carroll brothers. I'm not sure if it said their last name in the intro, but you got Jack here, who is classified as high difficulty, and Joss, who is normal. Now normally I'd play this guy just because he looks awesome, because big, strong man, lumberjack shirt, and a big beard. You can't get better than that. But since I like to play games on hard, which is how I actually played it when I first started anyway, we're going to go with Jack. Really, it's just that he's less intimidating looking, which may not sound important right now, but you'll find out when we start to go through the tutorial, which it plays by itself, which, yeah. I might skip those. I'm not 100% sure. New game with Jack. Jack suits strategic players that favor cunning and traps to survive, which is me. As soon as he learned to walk, Jack started following his father, the Irish adventurer Bon O'Carroll, to go hunting and trapping. Later, his passion for complicated traps got him interested in new technologies such as steam engines and explosives, and he conducted many ingenious experiments. In 1837, he took up arms with the Patriots and fought for democracy and responsible government in Lower Canada. However, after wounding his face in the Battle of St. Charles, he had to take refuge and live as a hermit in an isolated cabin in the forest near the village of Wolfsdale. So basically a revolutionary soldier on the run, because if they ever found him, he'd probably be executed. And let's just read Joss, because why not? Joss excels in both close combat and traps, so he's Mr. All-Around, which is why it's a bit easier. Joss was a sickly child and almost died after a bad fall from a tree, but his mother, a famous Innu witch, used her magic spells so effectively to heal him that he grew up with an iron constitution and extraordinary strength. Learn to breathe when you're reading, or before it, so you don't almost run out of breath. Enticed by the high pay they offered him, Joss took a job as lumberjack at the W. Hood Company at a very young age. After the forced exile of his brother Jack, who was wanted by authorities for the role in the Patriot Rebellions of 1837, Joss bought a little property in the village of Wolfsdale, where he lives with his sister Josephine. I apologize for reading that crappily. So let's stick with Jack, and obviously that is Josephine, which she is obviously sick in bed, which is why the doctor at the front makes sense. We'll learn more with the little bit of story in the front. Oh hey, apparently I can make a new profile. Let's see if this works this time. Yay! So that thing I explained before just doesn't even matter. So let's start with Joss O'Carroll. Day 1. Even though it's the 5th day. Wolf. For some time now, many villagers in Wolfsdale noticed a lot of strange behavior coming from the wolves in the forest, acting more aggressive than usual. There are even rumors that they've been possessed by the devil. Recommended traps: wolf trap, boy, who would have guessed, hanging net, and spike trap. So, let us begin. Chapter 1: Exile and Reunion, December 5th, 1858.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't my little sister, Josephine, what good wind blows you to the deepest, darkest forest to see your hermit brother?
More like a storm, I'm afraid. The parish priest went crazy and jumped me like a demon when I was dusting the sacristy. I tried to fend him off with the candelabra, but a candle fell on the floor and the church caught fire. Ever since, the whole parish of Wolfsdale says it's my fault.
That's just crazy. Doesn't make any sense at all. But hey, don't just stand there like you're holding up the doorpost.
The thing is, you see, Jacques, I'm not alone.
Don't worry. It wasn't my idea to come here, brother.
Without Joseph to protect me, the villagers would have torn me to pieces in the village square. He can't live there anymore either. Please, Jacques, for the love of our mother, let bygones be bygones, and let us both stay here with you.
Did you hear that? Sounds like a wolverine's outside spooking our horses. You two make yourselves at home. I'll try to get rid of it. And Josie, don't feel obliged to finish my whiskey.
And so, we begin. And run outside with nothing but an axe and gun at the back. Yes, WASD to walk, would have guessed. And rotating the camera, would have guessed. I never understood these detailed tutorials, like, just make it...
Bloody hell! Horses are dead! And it's gotta be a wolf, not a wolverine. The pack must not be far.
Hooray for forgetting to shut that off again. So, I never really understood those in-depth details that tell you all, or in-depth tutorials that tell you all the little details. Spam the button to hit multiple times. Like, that's just kind of annoying. And we get 6 cents for the pelt. That'll become important later. Alright, there we go. Now, one thing I really liked about this game was well, other than the things I already said, was just the music. I might actually turn that back up, because it's actually quiet even to me.
The bridge to Wolfsdale is burning. With our only way out of the woods blocked, I won't be able to get rid of my brother for a while.
So that's what you're worried about. Tutorial.
Combat. Your health is represented.
Let's actually skip that. Because, yeah. Nearby wolves. Oh, hi. So, really, I can explain this to you. When you attack enough, as you can see by the burning axe, and by the humongous tutorial thing, you get rage. As the game lags for some reason. Ow. Also, that bar shrinking at the bottom is obviously your stamina. Obviously, I say. It is your stamina. The more you attack,
Please help me!
your attacks become slower and they do less. And it'll pop it up, apparently.
Help! Help!
What the hell are you doing?
May Saint Anne have mercy on me! For the love of God, please help me!
Alright, I'm coming. Now, if you notice, the wolves aren't... Well, they're paying attention to him and not me right now.
The rifle.
Yes, thank you.
To
I know that I have a rifle. Control. Why is it lagging for some reason? That's what I want. Holding control, you can reload rifle faster by repeatedly clicking. I always forgot to do that. Now, you can aim for body shot, or you can do this. And then this one doesn't like us. Now, I just want to explain this to you. See that number in the bottom with my dude's face and the wolf's face? How my number is 20 and that number is 15? The closer that gets, like when that gets to 20 or greater, that wolf will come after me. Not before. So like watch. 19. So this basically gives you plenty of time to like pick out of a crowd since trying to attack me now. So it's not like, oh, they're instantly going to swarm you and eat your face off. No, they give you a bit of extra time to not die.
The good Lord has sent you. Without your help, I would have been devoured like a rabbit.
Hard to miss you, Miller. Think they heard you all the way to Quebec City.
Be careful. There's a pack of rabid wolves around here.
How many?
Dozens, hundreds maybe. They even blocked the road to my mill in the east. Go see by yourself if you want. As for me, I'm gonna run and hole up at the W. Hood Company.
That guy needs to warm his face, because his giant nose is just bulging red. I feel like he got punched in the face. Now that I think about it. So this is how it's going to look, sadly, through a lot of the game, because they attack at night. And then you plan during the day. But we'll find out about that shortly. I keep saying things that aren't happening yet, and that annoys me. That's one of the reasons why I don't really like
Fear factor.
Ah, this is the fear factor thing I just explained. I forgot exactly what it's called, but there you go. See, I keep saying things before they happen. Come on. Yo! Wanna fight me already? Also, obviously, if you hit them, they're going to try and run away, which increases their fear factor. Ow. Ow. Die. And you as well. Wham. Dead. Now, I believe one of the things about Joss, which makes him better at combat, is not only doing more damage, but I believe he has a bigger fear factor. Like, his would probably be like 30 or 35. So obviously that takes it longer. Why is it like I don't get that. This did not do this when I originally played it. Hopefully it's just because of the way I'm recording it, which is going to be recorded differently. If you notice that you can't put it 720p, that's because I couldn't record the intro without it. Or without having it record screen instead of record actual EXE.
Pack management.
Yeah, manage the pack. Learn how to actually manage a group of enemies. Why would I want to intimidate my enemies, though? That's what I never understood. Like...
Ah! Attack me, god darn it!
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Yeah, that is actually useful for when you, like, want to lure them into traps. Because... if you look... Oh, not ready yet. But basically, that you make sound, which lures them toward you at a greater distance. So if you want to lure them into traps, like that big dotted line that was on the minimap.
That's my brother. I turned my back for 2 seconds, and he's in hot water. I'd better get back to the cabin as quick as I can.
I like how we just teleport there. So yes. We have to protect the buildings at night, because it's not just to run around and kill stuff. If the buildings die, we're dead. Drink the Canadian... What? Okay, I drank the Canadian whiskey. Now, get over here.
I'll make stew from what's left of you, dagnabbit!
So, as you could see for a second, that my bar just went or my circle went in a humongous extra large. It got bigger. I feel like I'm Porky Pig. Dip, 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 dip. That's all, folks. It's gonna be all if I don't get to swing at this guy. Sheesh. Die. Oh, to be fair for Joss, if I saw these guys outside my house, I would be hiding inside of it too. Yay! The first level is completed. Which was basically the tutorial.
They speak to me. I hear them. But especially I see. I see the beasts. They were sent by the devil.
What happened?
I don't know. She started shaking like a crazy person. Then she let out an awful scream and fell to the ground.
I never should have let you stay here. You just bring bad luck.
There was nothing I could do, I tell you. Go get Dr. Lamontagne.
I don't know what happened. The bridge to Wolvesvale was burned down. We'll have to wait till morning.
Werewolf. When the soul of a human is corrupt by the devil, it can escape its body at nightfall to go werewolf. The soul can then locate a wolf or dog and possess it. Soon after, the animal grows to monstrous size and acquires distorted features, along with greatly increased strength. Retaining part of its human intellect, the werewolf is cunning and relentless predator that will often lead large packs of wolves. Very resistant to all personal weapons except those that are blessed. We'll learn about blessing stuff later. Basically, it's saying you will have to beat your head against a wall to kill this thing if you want to kill it with your axe. Recommended spike traps: hanging net, spike trap, and wayside cross. Obviously, the cross is something blessed, so that relates to making him easier to kill. Both the hanging net and spike traps are instant kill traps. That's why they're recommended. So, are we going to daytime or are we going to skip chapter 2? It's day 2.
My lord, forgive me. I was overcome with desire. What have I done? What have I done?
You're only a man, LCR.
Who's there? Who are you?
But you just now invited me. When you tried to attack your servant Josephine after she'd refused your advances, I thought we had some affinities. But when you let the fire spread in your church after Josephine hit you with the candelabra, when you accused her in front of all the villagers of the crime that you had in fact committed, that was when I knew we were going to do great things together. And that is what brings me here to make an offer you can't possibly refuse concerning your lovely and inaccessible servant.
Oh boy. Here's a strategy mode. So, oh no, werewolf.
Omens.
Yeah. Basically, Omens is okay. This is where they're going to come from during the night. Stupid tutorial. The most annoying part is you can't skip it. So yes, place it there. Place another one there. No. Okay. Hanging net. Okay, I guess I'll place it there. It's not where I'd place it. That I'd probably place No. Okay. Now can I... Okay. Fudge. You. Okay, so, since I can't explain it right now, I'll just say that Wave 1 comes from here, 4 wolves. Waves 2 comes from there and there, each a singular wolf. Hi, person. And finally, the last one, a werewolf, comes from that direction. If I were to actually click on them, I can see their pathways. So that guy I'm probably going to kill with a hanging net. I don't really see why I placed a hanging net there, considering there's nothing to protect over there. Because if you look, it's just an empty spot. And they're not going to go in that bloody direction. Those guys are going over there. Those guys are coming through there. And those guys are coming through there. I suppose I could... Well, when these guys come out, I suppose I could yell while they get caught in those. I don't know. Oh, I know what I could do. I could yell over here to lure them over here, get them, and then the werewolf comes. I could lure it over there. Yeah, that'll work. Totally. After this level, we'll probably call it a video. Because I know it's been a while. But what I wanted to do was 2 levels or so per. Which half of this video has, well, been taken up by the intro and all that explaining and stuff. So I wouldn't have been able to get over there for that. So I am just... You know what? I'm going to let them die. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Die. Ow. Aye. Lag. Why? I need to figure that out. See, these are easy. Stupid wolves are easy. I mean, I killed you with a weak swing. Yes, I know they're going to come over here next. Thank you, Captain Audius. Once we get through this tutorial, this will be much less tedious. And...
Detection.
I already explained that earlier. Lure all the wolves under the net. Yes.
Ah, let's go! Dang it!
Kind of wanted to use this net against the werewolf, but that works too. Alright, so... Basically what it's saying is, we yell, they can't see where I am, so they sniff a little bit. Then, when they're both under there, I shoot the net, and it kills both of them. Come on. Reload. Okay. Check. Yes, that is exactly where I was going once I reloaded, game. Sheesh. I really wish you could turn the tutorial off. That is something that would be helpful. But... Ow. What can you say, I say? Okay. So... Wait for him.
Ah, I'll see you burn in hell!
Now we have plenty of time for that wolf to run underneath the net. Because if... Currently, with the few traps that we have, if we tried to face the wolf with our axe, we would probably get killed. And you're gone. Oh, he's not actually dead. See, he's resistant. 30 cents for a wolf, for a werewolf pelt. And that was extremely easy, because we didn't have to run around like a crazy person. And we'll actually see the ending game screen this time. And RPG aspects of leveling up. So, full health cabin, which got us bonus money, I believe. we killed 6 of those guys, so that's 6 cents each, so that's 36, and 1 of those guys, 30. Kill all wolves with wolf traps, check. Lure all wolves under net, check. Lure wolf under the net to kill it, check. Extra experience to level up with. So, let's hit the continue button, and Grand Wolf. As everyone knows, wolves form strong hierarchical societies, which are led by alpha males. Only the biggest and toughest of these males are able to reach the ripe old age of 8, where they can become Grand Wolves. So if they're dogs and they're 8, that's 8 times 7, which is 56. That is pretty old. Movement 2 times faster than the wolf. Same recommended spike traps as a wolf. Chapter 3, Resentment and Damnation. December 7th, 1858.
Action point.
Go away. No, I don't want tutorials. Loggers from the W. Hood Co. have opened a new path. New paths are made every day. That really gets annoying, because then it's like, oh, they got like 50 different paths to go through. Feel like I need extra help? Strategy hints. I don't need it. Okay. Can you... Okay, that's just going... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got a wave 1, a werewolf. Actually, no, wait, before I continue. Let's just quickly explain this and then call it a video, not go through the entire strategy of thinking. So, we got 225 action points, which is what the tutorial is for. You can only use that many per day. As you can see, the bonfire requires 20, that requires 30, and that requires 20. As well as for the wolf trap, not the other two, the wolf trap costs 10 cents of the money we got. So later on, we'll be able to get the town once the bridge is repaired, and we will be able to go to town and purchase weapons, upgrade our stuff, which you use from the money that we get. Alternatively, we could spend it all on traps, but then we don't get money to upgrade our stuff, so when we don't have any traps, we can kill stuff. And that's where it comes in to a little bit different than other games that do this, like say Sanctum or Orcs Must Die or something else that is like these. Now before we continue on to the next level, I'm going to call this a video, because otherwise I'm going to be doing this for the next 2 hours, because once I get into a game like this, I go on for a while. So when we come back, level 3, and we get a werewolf right at the start, so that ought to be fun. See you next time!